Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Another day has passed. Hope everybody is all right. I want to ask a serious question. Is Lone Wolf 87 all right? Um, I know some people have made videos talking about Lone Wolf, and a lot of people are speculating if he's all right or not. Um, I hope everything is all right with him. I saw those last two videos, they were kind of disturbing. Um, but I hope everything is okay with him. This is a tough situation for a lot of dudes, I tell you. You got a lot of guys who are just, you got dudes who have deleted themselves in this. And it's very sad. This is a crucial situation. Um, you know, a lot of dudes can't handle being in a position like this, being totally unwanted as a man. I mean, this is not healthy for anybody. Being in a position like this, facing these type of adversities, this is just not a healthy position for anybody. I mean, you got dudes who've literally snapped in this. I mean, but one thing I have to constantly tell myself, women are just not open to certain men. You know, I mean, I used to love listening to Lone Wolf's content or whatnot. Um, I could tell that he was very frustrated by this situation and pissed off, which a lot of guys are, in these types of positions. Um, I just think people need to stop blaming guys that's in these type of positions. People always want to point the finger at you as a man. If you a dude who's never been desired, people want to tell you to change. They want to tell you that you the problem. Oh, it's your mindset. But they never question women though. They never tell these women that they need to change anything about themselves. But you as a man, you have to make all these changes to yourself. People need to cut it out. They really do. Um, some men are just being written off. And this is just a tough reality for any dude to deal with. I mean, I understand not every woman is going to be attracted to you, but you got dudes out here that can't get nothing. And, it's unfortunate that some people were just born to lose. I've been thinking about that long and hard lately. Some people were truly born to lose. They were just born to live a bad life, you know. Uh, Even though I'm no longer Christian, I do believe that God, I don't know, I do believe in a higher power. I'll say that, even though I'm not an overly religious person, but I do believe that God wanted to punish some people for whatever reason. I do believe he wanted some people to suffer, evidently, because this just doesn't make any sense that you have some men who are just totally unwanted and never been wanted. It doesn't make any sense, you know? And you got dudes out here who think that they hideous. I never felt that I was hideous, but I never felt that I was nothing special either, you know? Uh, you know, it's just sad, man. This is some sad stuff. And I cannot believe that I'll be 35 this year, you know? Men in their 30s. I know Lone Wolf, he's a few years older than me. He's 36. I believe he would have been 37 this year. I mean, when you a man that's in your 30s, you should already have a wife and children. I mean, you got dudes in their early 20s who are already married, for crying out loud. But if you a man that's in your 30s and you're not married, you don't have a wife and kids, people think something is wrong with that picture. You just a complete failure, a complete failure. But the sad part is some people were destined to fail. You know, when it comes to the world of dating and relationships, I knew early, you know, and when you have your own father telling you in middle school that chicks ain't gonna feel you, I mean, your dad letting you know that you're destined to be a failure. Because I always wondered why my father told me that, you know, he letting you know that you're destined to be a loser, you know. No one wants to be a loser, but let's be real about it. Some people are losers. Some men are just not wanted. It's unfortunate. This is some sad, sad stuff, you know. And you got a lot of guys that just can't deal with being in this position. A lot of dudes cannot cope being in this situation. I just, I just, I just don't know what to do myself. I just tell myself, you know, what can you do? I mean, if you in a position like this as a man, there really is nothing you can do. You know, it's just sad that you got some dudes that can't get anything. You know, I'm a firm believer as a man, if you can't get nothing, you a failure. You know, that's how people look at you anyway. If you a man that ain't wanted at all, you know, this is just a terrible reality. I mean, I hope Lone Wolf is all right. Hopefully, you know, you know, we'll find out some updates eventually, you know, but I know a lot of dudes, you know, they can't handle being in this position. This is a terrible situation to be in. To be a man who's completely undesirable. I mean, that's not an easy reality to live. Um that's why I say, like I say, like God, whatever higher power you want to call him, you know, he screwed some people. You got some dudes out here who are totally screwed, been totally screwed, you know? I mean, it just appalls me because it's like, I never understood why some guys had to have it so bad, why they had to catch it so bad. I mean, I look at my situation and all the hell that I've been through. And it's like, what did I do to catch it so bad? You know, to be completely treated like trash by women, you know? This is not right. This is just totally not right. And people, they need to be more understanding of guys in these types of positions, you know? But, you know, these women, they shallow. That's what I had to really learn to understand about these women. These women are shallow as hell nowadays. You know, I don't think these women was as shallow in the old days. And I believe that's why a lot of older gentlemen were able to get a wife and build a legacy and have a family and all that, because women weren't as narcissistic as they are today back then. I truly believe that something has gotten into these women nowadays, like with the music, with the social media. You know, if you're not rich as a man, if you're not extremely good looking, you know, if you don't have big clout, these women don't even see you nowadays. It's like you don't even exist to them. And I felt that I didn't exist to women ever since I was a teenager. I always felt invisible. It's terrible when you've always felt invisible, like you don't even exist to women. But that's how I believe it is for the average guy nowadays. You know, women's standards are they're just too unrealistic. But I hope Lone Wolf is all right. Hopefully, we'll find out some more information soon. But this stuff is just sad that you have men that can't get nothing. But you guys have a good night.